Alright, how's it going, guys? Back with another video. Now, I said I wasn't going to make another video today, but you know what? Decided to make a second video. I haven't done two videos in one day in a little bit, so I wanted to finish this list because I was getting the itch to do so. So what I did was I started a top 10 most underrated Marvel comic books of all time on my Instagram. I got to number 7 and then I stopped. And I said I was going to make a video pretty much explaining to this. So this will be on my Instagram and my YouTube channel. So let's get started. I'm going to go back from 10 to 1 and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I do have some of the books on these lists. Good amount of books on this list. I do have two of the books coming in. So I won't be able to show it to you guys. But I hope you enjoy this list, and let's get started. So, number 10, we have Marvel Premiere. I already pushing it. Marvel Presents 72, guys. The first Weapon X. You gotta realize that Wolverine, before he was Wolverine, he had the Weapon X project, and that's a pretty big deal. And that book is not that expensive. I got it for $5. Considering that project is what created Wolverine, surprised that book is not as popular as a lot of other books. So, and that came out in 1983, 1984, something like that. That's probably wrong. But number 9, we have Marvel Premiere 47, the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. Paul Rudd has done an amazing job with Ant-Man, and that kind of just boosted up the character. But for some reason, Marvel Premiere 47, still a really affordable, good book to get. Underrated because, I mean, Ant-Man is a original, well, technically not Scott Lang, but the Ant-Man was the original member of the Avengers. So, really underrated book. You can definitely find it for a really good price. So. Number 8, we have Eternals number 2. I have that book down here. Eternals number 2 is the first appearance of the Celestials. Celestials and Ajax. Celestials kind of are that big piece in the timeline of Marvel. And again, very underrated book because, Thanos is a Celestial. You see what they did with Thanos in the entire MCU. Peter Quill, Celestial. So Ego, the Living Planet, is a Celestial. So it's like a big like chunk of history in Marvel. And for some reason, this book is really cheap, like $20. I'm not even kidding you guys. You can find one for $20 to $30 on eBay right now. So I would definitely pick that up because Ajax is a really great character, and of course Celestials. And that came out in 1976. Number 7, Thor 337. You guys already know this first Better Rebuild right there. Better Rebuild, self-explanatory. He is one of the baddest, greatest characters in Marvel. Gotta love him. And he is my first character I'm going to be doing on my Who Is series. So hopefully you guys will like that because I'll be going to in-depth detail on the character, his associates and such, so I hope you guys like that one. But that one came out in 1983, so it's still sort of newish, not really new, but part of that modern copper era. Bronze, it's still considered bronze. But number 6, now this is where I stopped on Instagram, so this is all new, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of this list because and some may disagree. Obviously, this is just my opinion alone. So, Daredevil number 7. This is the first appearance of the red costume. The costume that we all love today. Before he was in that yellow and red costume, and then he switched to the red costume. And one of the best costumes in Marvel. Honestly, my favorite costume actually, because I mean, he embodies what looks like the devil. You can't get any more badass than that, so excuse my language, but And also a really cool cover of Namor on as well, so you can't really beat that. That came out in 1965. Number 5, we have Nova number 1. One of those characters where not too appreciated by a lot of people. Over the last year, there's been rumblings of his appearance in the MCU, but nothing's ever really flourished to make that happen. Apparently, he was like in a deleted scene or whatever. But this book is still pretty good, decent price considering of all the talks of him. You can get one for $60 to $70 for a decent copy, nothing too great. But that came out in 1976, and I cannot wait to see him in the big screen. And I don't have that one yet. That's actually surprised. Number 4, we have X-Men Annual 14. The big debate, guys, is it X-Men Annual 14, 266? Well, in my opinion, and obviously, you have multiple panels of Gambit, mention name and such, and blah blah blah. So I don't know how they really put that as a cameo. Maybe because people didn't like the cover, and the cover 266 is better, even though I really like Annual 14 a lot better. I mean, in my opinion, it's not a cameo. It's his first appearance, like full first appearance, because 14 pages. That's an appearance. That's full appearance, but that's just my opinion. That came out in 1990. So, number 3, we have Iron Fist number 14. First Sabretooth. Sabretooth has been a very, outside of that X-Men movie series, not used that well. He's a really great character, a lot of depth, and can play a pivotal role in movies, but not used that much. The book, it's weird because, and this is going to be weird because some of these books, the last pretty much 3, can get pretty expensive, but still underrated because of not really value, but just just the way that it holds up and the way it is treated as such, I guess, if that makes any sense. But I don't see many people talking about Iron Fist 14. I don't see it that often. That's why I put it on this list, because Iron Fist 14, you got Iron Fist, you have Sabretooth, duking it out. Beautiful blue cover. That one came out in 1977. And yeah, Sabretooth, man. Awesome character. So, last 2 guys. So we have Captain America number 100. This is the first issue to the Silver Age Captain America series. Now, this isn't his first appearance, second appearance or whatever, but this is the issue that pretty much starts it off in the Silver Age, that pretty much does that. And this book has been pretty expensive, but it does not get the love that it deserves. This is a big copy. This is a big issue. Captain America 100, guys. That doesn't get talked or loved for what reason I do not know. But in my opinion, this is one of the most underrated books in Marvel. But again, this is all subjective to my opinion. So, and the number one, whatever that was. And you guys are gonna be crazy to think this, or for me to think this, and you're like, why? Why is this book the most underrated book? Werewolf by Night 32. Moon Knight's first appearance. Why? Well, Moon Knight has been the most underrated character in Marvel history. By far, pretty much right next to Adam Warlock. Hardly ever used. In comic books, he isn't the most used I feel like they don't use him that much in comic books, even though they just put him in the Avengers book. But I feel like they don't use him enough because he is such a like diverse character with the multiple personalities, the mental illness, the absolutely beautiful costume, the story. I mean, Moon Knight is a perfect character, and yes, I'm gonna say that he is Marvel's version of the Batman. It's pretty much similar to the last detail. I mean, you had not Jim Lee. You had Frank Miller. You see his work with Moon Knight hand in hand. It's just like Batman. So why we don't treat Moon Knight as Batman like that, I don't know. I don't know because maybe they don't want to push him to be kind of like Batman, and there's like, oh, you're just copying off Batman and blah blah blah. But Moon Knight's his own character, my favorite character, a character that's criminally underrated, and obviously now the show is going to be coming up soon. I cannot wait. I'm like, oh, like I just want to watch the show already. But and it's weird because this book is so expensive. Rightfully so, though, because he's an amazing character. But again, you don't see Moon Knight as often as Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Kamala Khan, Ironheart. You know, all these newer characters, while Moon Knight is kind of taking a backseat. Even though this new series that he's in with the Avengers, that's kind of bringing it back. But again, very, very criminally underrated for Moon Knight. So that's my Marvel's top 10 underrated books of all time. I'm sure people will disagree, and I'm sure people will, say otherwise. Everyone has different opinions on what books are underrated or overrated, but that's just my opinion. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to give that thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you want to just share this video around, you guys are more than welcome to. Show it to all your friends. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until tomorrow, I'll see you then.